If you watched my last video on Assassin's Creed Shadows, you'll know that Ubisoft has been pushing DEI with everything they've got, been openly admitting to it, but also trying to claim that the only reason they put a black male protagonist in a game set in feudal Japan is because he was a real person.
Sure, Jan.
Yeah, that's not going over well for them. On top of that, anyone who criticizes them for this, or even points it out, is unceremoniously banned from their subreddit. Good stuff, Ubisoft, but the diversity, equity, and inclusion doesn't just stop at blacks over Japanese. No. They've also got to push their favorite agenda, and this one is cloaked in a rainbow flag. I'm Troy from Marks on Games, and today we're talking about the new Assassin's Creed Shadows game being really super duper gay. Now, let's get into it. Let's just jump right into all of this. From that Park Place, Ubisoft appears to confirm Assassin's Creed Shadows protagonists Yasuke and Neo are LGBTQ+.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Oh boy. Ubisoft, the developer of Assassin's Creed Shadows, has seemingly confirmed that the game's two main protagonists, Yasuke and Neo, are LGBTQ LMNOP+++ characters. In a blog post, the company stated that the two characters will have different personalities, relationships, and romantic preferences. You know what that means?
Butt stuff. Butt stuff. Butt stuff.
Butt stuff.
Cowboy butt sex.
This comes as no surprise, given that Ubisoft has partnered with Dartmouth Associate Professor Sachi Schmidt-Hori, unappropriate name, who is an LGBTQ EIEIO +- divided by ampersand activist who's written extensively on medieval Japanese narratives and the representation of male-male love.
Why don't you do something with your life? Sit around here all day. You contribute nothing to society.
That's a hell of a thing to waste your life on. Schmidt-Hori's work argues against traditional notions of sexuality and gender, and her presence on the project suggests that Ubisoft is committed to representing
diversity and inclusion
in their games. The company has previously stated that representation is part of their DNA and will continue to be a priority regardless of external pressures or influences. In other words, we do what we want. The customer can go themselves.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for them.
That seems to be the typical way of thinking for corporations in 2024. It's also the battle cry of dying companies that won't be around for very much longer.
He's dead!
Some critics have raised concerns about the potential impact of this representation on young players, while Ubisoft has stated that they firmly stand for diversity and inclusion in their workplace and games. The controversy surrounding the representation of LGBTQ LMNOP EIEIO ++ characters in Assassin's Creed Shadows is likely to continue.
Cool.
As for the Catholic Church and any traditional Christians, I'd say that you need not play this game. Don't let your kids play it. Just don't buy it. Don't give Ubisoft your money. They don't have to cater to Christians, Jews, Muslims, or any religious or traditional group. But on the flip side of that, Christians, Jews, Muslims, and other religious or traditional groups don't have to give them a single red cent.
It's true.
Seems like a fair trade-off to me. To further drive home the Pride People narrative, we have the following from that Park Place. Assassin's Creed Shadows, Ubisoft hires LGBTQ+ activists as consultant who wants to challenge moral standards around transgenerational sex.
What the hell is even that?
First of all, that just sounds gross and wrong saying it out loud. Ubisoft has hired LGBTQ+ !! activist Sachi Schmidt-Hori as a consultant for Assassin's Creed Shadows. I mentioned this person earlier. She doesn't have a social media that I've been able to locate, but I can guarantee her email signature has her pronouns in it. That means you can't take this person seriously. Schmidt-Hori has commented on the game, stating that Neo follows in the tradition of previous Japanese stories, and that Yasuke has been featured in many creative works, including novels, TV series, and dramas.
That's the coolest story I've ever heard in my entire life. That's insane. Can I hear it again?
This is even though hardly anyone has ever heard of this person until about 5 minutes ago. Schmidt-Hori's involvement in Assassin's Creed Shadows suggests that Ubisoft is committed to representing
diversity and inclusion
in their games in every sense of the phrase.
Ew, David!
Ubisoft has previously employed radical woke consultants for their other games, including Sweet Baby Inc. for Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
It's just dumb.
If you want to know about Sweet Baby Inc., I've done videos on them and controversies surrounding their work, for lack of a better term. You can search for them in the archives. Ubisoft has stated that they are proud to represent
diversity and inclusion
in their everyday work and believe that there's no room for hate in gaming.
Go yourself.
And that's the thing. They confuse not wanting this crap shoved down our throats with hate. The majority of people that aren't down with this crap aren't hating or bigots. This game is set in feudal Japan, the main character is a black guy and not a Japanese guy, and now, even though they're trying to lean on the whole, this is a real historical figure argument, they're turning him lame and gay.
Which was the style at the time.
How about they make a game set in Japan with a Japanese guy who's also a heterosexual? Or even don't talk about sexuality at all.
Yeah, I have a lot of questions. Number one, how dare you?
That's always an option. In Assassin's Creed, I want to assassinate other characters, I want to sneak around and cause havoc. That's it. I don't care about hot man-on-man action, and I don't want to make Neo scissor me timbers with another female character.
But why? Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that?
The people who do want that don't play Assassin's Creed. They never have, and they never will. This is yet another case of going woke that will inevitably lead to Ubisoft going broke, and yet another reason why gatekeeping is good.
Fact.
Keep these ideologically driven weirdos out of every single hobby and fandom that you hold dear, or they'll destroy it from within and force you out.
That is correct.
Comment with your thoughts on this. Does this change your opinion in any way on Assassin's Creed Shadows? What was the last Assassin's Creed game you actually played? Will you be buying this one? Do you think this is a positive or negative for Ubisoft? Let me know down in the comment section. As always, the links to the articles I covered can be found in the video description. Also, please share this video around to everyone you know, and don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the little bell to be notified every time we post brand new content. I've been Troy from Marks on Games, and we'll see you next time.